on? What's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, but he's really not alongside me. I got a friend right there behind me. Take a look at that young lady, special young lady I'm going to be talking about a little later today, but we coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Let me tell y'all something. This is a great show to share. This Women Rock Wednesday. Women, let me tell you something. This is going to be a unique show. First of all, Jimmy is on location at this Southwest Exposure Camp. He and Rick Nelson and a couple of more guys in the community are putting on that event for the young men in this city. And he's going to come in. I got another special guest, Tyrone Irving, going to stop in with the Soapbox Heroes. He's having a special round table for men this weekend, and I'm going to participate in. So I'll let him talk about that. Then I got a young lady, Vascola Stoney, who haven't sent me her bio over yet, but I'm going to talk about her about at the end about the 1 o'clock hour, and she got some special event that's going on, a spoken word event that's going on virtual. So I want to tell you about that. But like I said, what's up, everybody? Let me tell you some Jessica Brooks. Hold on, Jessica Brooks. Let me talk to my girls. Anissa Ville, going down the line. Hold on, y'all. Going down the line. Anissa Ville, Brandy Nickerson, Karen Thomas. You know I got to look out for my girls. Those are the first 5 women. I might have some on another page. I'm looking at all my pages. Let me tell y'all something. Special day. I just don't know where to start. It's just when we. First of all, let's talk about. You know what I'm gonna do. It's Women Rock Wednesday, but I have got to tell y'all about something that happened to one of our local kids, Kyron Drones. I talked to him, the quarterback at Shadow Creek. Um, let me show you something, man. Y'all remember he went to that is called a Elite 11 quarterback thing. Elite 11, the top quarterbacks in the country. And I told y'all about his exploits. He went up there and made a name for himself. And they had another 24/7 Sports had another write up about him today, and I want to share that with you because I want to take care. Women Rock Wednesday, women gonna rock all day long. But let me share. It's 2 things that happened to some young men and some proud moments, and I want to share this. Let me walk you through it now. Okay, they was talking about all the players in the Elite 11 quarterback camp, but this what they wrote about Kyron. This is a guy at Shadow Creek who I went to see play. The first time I watched him play, I came back on this show and say, "Hey, we got somebody special." And I didn't know the kid was gonna blow up like this. He didn't. I don't know how many offers he had when I first saw him, but I know it wasn't the way it was now. He's committed to Baylor, and let me tell you something. Baylor is doing a great job in this city. Let me tell you something they wrote up about our guy now. This is our kid. The other player who benefited the most from this event in our eyes was Baylor commit Kyron Drones. Kyron's jumped from a high-end 3-star with an 89 rating to number 122 overall in the top 247 rankings. Now he's number 15 overall quarterback in the country and really opened up a lot of eyes. When seeing a player blow up at an event, the safe thing is to never get too excited until you go back and see the tape. And ladies and gentlemen, they said, hold up. Drones put on a video game numbers in leading Pearland Shadow Creek This they're right up now to a 16-0 record and a state title. Let me make sure I'm seeing y'all comments. Check this out now. Y'all did this one of our own now. He's been on this show. He announced where he's going to college on this show. That's what I'm talking about him. He threw for 3,390 yards and 46 touchdowns while rushing for another 825 yards and 18 scores. Check this out. He has a powerful 6'2", 6'2". Boy, I think he's taller than 6'2" to me. Pound frame, because he looks so big on the field. Frame, the ball, they said the ball jumps out of his hand and his arm strength was live for all 3 days. That's very important. He didn't get tired. That's very important. More than that, they said drones showed he's not just a big arm, he's a natural thrower. And it was accurate at all 3 levels of the field. Drones can continue his improve his mechanics and refine some things there. They don't know where his game would head. Let me tell you something. It's unbelievable that we got a young kid in our city that's doing things like that. And I got another thing for you. I got a video for you. I think this is kind of hot off the press. And let me show it to you. I saw it earlier this morning. Let me tell you something. What's going on? Who said they had Brandy said she had to switch Facebook. Okay. All right. Let me show you something that happened. Hold on. Mechanics and refine some things. Please put mute yourself. Mute yourself. Mute yourself.
Okay.
Somebody coming on my show, please. Okay. Wow. Mute it. Mute your whole self. There you go. All right. Okay. I'm sorry. I had some guests coming in the background and they just came in loud. I'm sorry. So we're going to correct that short. Okay. We were talking about who's ever in the back. Please mute your mic. I'm still hearing, don't want no sound. Please mute your whole, Tyrone, mute your mic also. I want you to mute it. Okay. All right. So now let's get back. Let's get back to where I was at. And now I got another Baylor that struck again, y'all. Watch this video. Tyrone, you got to cut your stuff off.
Since the day I picked up a basketball, there was always one goal in mind. The journey to this point has seemed endless, but I have cherished every moment. From the countless early mornings to the strenuous long nights, I've worked tirelessly at perfecting my craft. I'm grateful for the people who taught me the foundation of the game. First, I want to thank God for blessing me with the opportunity to play the game I love. Also, I want to thank my coaches and teammates who have helped me along the way, as well as the family and friends who stood by my side. Without these vital people, I would not be where I am today. The path that I've taken to this point was not an easy one. I've overcome doubt and adversity every step of the way, but these challenges have made me strong and resilient. I know this is only the beginning, but I am excited for my next chapter. With that being said, I will be committing to Baylor University.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. Take a look at that, y'all. Baylor Bears. They came in, and well, they didn't come in Houston, but let me tell you, they got my nephew already, LJ Cryer, and now they have Langston Love. What a backcourt that, oh my God, that Baylor is going to have. So now it's Women Rock Wednesday. So now I got to share this topic with y'all this morning. I'm trying to figure out how. My heart just went out. I got an email. From a family. You can bring yourself in now, Tyrone, but just make sure your device is in the background. We can't hear them. I got a letter the other day, and y'all follow me, Tyandra, Mindy. Hey, Mindy, Brandy, Nicholson. It said, "Good morning, Mr. Hatter and Mr. Hicks. My name is Jeremy Johnson, I'm a subscriber and faithful contributor to the Chop Shop. I'm reaching out to you this morning in hopes that you could use your platform and position in your position in helping funding my daughter's scoliosis care. She's 12 years old and has been suffering with the condition since last summer. Due to myself and my wife being misinformed, we've chosen to go the non-surgical route.
Mm,
The non-surgical, because we don't want to leave a mental scar and more so a physical scar on her for life. Myself, my daughter, my wife would be very grateful if you could be of an assistance in any form, be it personal donation, sharing the link for a donation, or even allowing us to share it over the broadcast. So guess what I did? I acted on that one very, very quickly. And what I'm gonna do is I got to play it. Listen to me, y'all. It's what's up, Kevin Allen? It's two incidents over this time I've been on the chop shop, right? That keep me faithful and keep me committed to something that I started in the beginning just as a hobby, and now it didn't turn into passion. I got a letter from a lady, email from a lady. She did mention her. She wouldn't. She had her name on the thing, but it wasn't a good name. It was just an email address. I didn't know her son's name, and she said thank you. She said you said some words that helped change my son's course of life. You helped save his life. You helped save our family. I don't know what they said. I don't know what was said. She didn't elaborate. I asked her to elaborate. She never would. That changed the way I felt about this show and this platform. So if anybody out here, if you don't like me, you don't like Jimmy, the platform is more important than Jimmy and I. This young lady behind me, that's Gemma Johnson. That's the young girl who Dad wrote this letter to. Who wrote me the letter I just gave to you. Gemma Johnson, young, beautiful young lady. So we got something else. One lady was she was doing chemo, and Tyrone, she
hmm
called the show and
hmm
said, "Y'all are doing my chemo treatments. I listen to y'all. Y'all are truly the best 120 minutes of my day." Let me tell y'all something, man. That's why I don't care what nobody say. Nobody can ever talk about the commitment that me and Jim Hicks put day after day after day after day to put into producing and making this show a national show. So 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 when I hear stuff like this, when I get a letter like this, it touched me, and I'm gonna share the GoFundMe page to y'all. I'm gonna share it shortly. I got to retrieve it, and I'm gonna put it up there. Um, but I got to let you see this video her and her dad made for me and sent to me yesterday. Okay, I'm gonna play it for you right now.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening, however this message may reach you. My name is Jeremy, and this is my daughter Gemma. We're coming to you asking for the help in donating to the benefit of my daughter. Sadly, my daughter was diagnosed last year with scoliosis. At the time, her curvature was at 35 degrees. This year of May, her curvature has progressed to 52 degrees. We're asking for your help in donating to the benefit and helping for her care. We and her mother have chosen to go the alternate route outside of surgery and electing with the more natural route. Being that we're going this route, our insurance will not be able to cover the expenditures. So we're asking for your help and others for your help in making this happen. Thank you.
Hey, I would know it wasn't as loud as we usually have it. Okay, let me get back to the right thing. Went to Gemma. Uh, I know it wasn't as uh, loud as it usually be. But they were, it was. I guess it was a moment, and I didn't want him to go and do it again. But let me show you something. They came right back. They sent me two videos, and ladies and gentlemen, they came back and sent another one. Tyrone, is noise in the background, baby. They came back and sent me another video, and I want y'all to check this out.
Hello, my name is Gemma. I just wanted to thank the Chop Shop for allowing myself and my dad to use their platform for my benefit. We not only ask for your donations, we also ask for you to share this message with others for awareness. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm back. I'm not muted. They say I was muted. Uh, yes, and so that's what it is, y'all. I posted it on the Facebook feed, and if somebody can retrieve it and post it on the YouTube feed, because I'm playing a whole lot of hats right now. I got Tyrone. Now I'm gonna bring Tyrone in now, because I know y'all hear all of them sounds in the background. And hold up. It's that guy right there, Tyrone Irving. Tyrone, come down in your screen a little bit because your head is taken. It's just let me tell y'all something. I am just so blessed to be in a position to be able to do this.
Mm-hmm.
That touched me, man. And I hope it touched y'all. And I hope somebody, I hope if anybody else who ever had to go through this before, share your, if you had a kid, or share your plight on it. But Tyrone, what's going on, man? I didn't mean that. I see you got to understand, Tyrone, on this Chop Shop, we strive for perfection. And somewhere, I don't know what's in the background, somebody is making some noise. I don't know where it come from.
Uh-huh.
But it might be, I don't know, it might be Jimmy that snuck on or something, but I don't see nobody but you on the screen. But what's going on, man? Tell me, let's talk, because I got some more Women Rock Wednesday stuff. So, but I want to hear,
Okay.
while I get to that, I want to hear what you got going on Sunday that you invited to me. Could you share with the people what you
Yeah.
got?
On Sunday, we are doing what's called the Original Roundtable, and we're going to have a group of African American gentlemen come together, and we're going to speak from a uniquely African American male perspective. So we're going to have men come from different backgrounds, different age groups, different perspectives, but we're going to speak and we're going to show that we can have a cogent conversation. We're going to show the things that are on our mind, the things that we like to talk about in a way that is it's non-scripted and nobody is telling us what to say, and it's coming from our perspective. So I've had the distinct honor to bring together a group of gentlemen to facilitate this conversation, and you, Hatter, being one of them. And the noise in the background, I don't know, I got to figure it out. Maybe it's my computer wrestling with itself.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all
But,
right. Keep on. I want to hear more. So what we're gonna be doing, man? Tell me, cause I know. Tell me.
Okay.
Cause the Chop Shop gonna follow me now, huh?
Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to record it and we're going to go ahead and put it out there in social media. We're going to put it on the different platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and it's going to be free of cost. But what I want people to see is that us as African American males, we do have concerns. We do have things on our mind, and it's not going to be a corporate entity pretty much paying us to say what they want us to say. We're going to be able to speak for what we want to say. And so we're going to have people come in. We're going to have Robert Hatter. We have Ralph Cooper. We have Carl Thomas, the R&B singers, coming. We have Jay Steve. He's a cigar aficionado. We have Tyler Irvin. My brother's coming. He plays on the Packers. We're going to have a nice assortment of gentlemen come together. And I just want to be able to have a conversation that people don't think we have. People think all we care about is ancillary things that really don't matter to life. but we do have cares, we do have thoughts, we do have passions, and we're going to put that out there for people to be able to understand that we are intelligent men and we are capable of having conversations in a cogent manner and putting out good products. The
Cogent?
product, a
Cogent?
cogent
I
manner.
like that.
Well, because oftentimes we get castigated as men who have short tempers or we can't speak with each other. And so what I want to do is start taking control of our own narrative instead of letting somebody else always control our narrative. And what better way to do it than have us come to do it together and do it ourselves? And so we have people who are in the communications field. We have people who are in the real estate field. We have all sorts of men coming together for this. And to me, it's an honor to be able to do it because it's the culmination of 2 years, 3 years of just working and creating these things so we could bring people together for this conversation. And most importantly, it's going to be socially distanced. We are going to have, everybody's going to have their space. Because they have to know we're doing it right.
Tell him what you call. Hey, y'all, he called and told me, he said, Rob, I got to run this by you. And he came up, he said, man, I got to go buy mics because I know y'all not going to want, yes, keep me 6 feet away from everybody in there except Beyonce. But it's Women Rock Wednesday, man. It's Women Rock Wednesday.
Women Rock Wednesday.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go to links to make sure that everyone has space. We brought microphones for everybody. So everybody's using a brand new microphone that's been untouched. And we're going to have a nice open space. We just want to make sure that it's the right presentation. We want to do it right because so often people feel as if, it's going to be a whole bunch of black men. It can't be right, but it's going to be right. We're going to make sure it's right. Okay. And so that's what we're doing.
Okay, back to the Women Rock Wednesday. Let me tell you something. Rod Wells, thank you so much. Rod said Miss Rosie Arta Johnson is currently on Facebook. But Rod, you said she's a cancer survivor that wrote the letter. Is that Gemma's mother? Rod, when you put information like that on there, be a little more clear with the information. And wait a minute. He said, how to just didn't go so fly with the show, background and split screen. Come on, man. Hey, man, let me tell you something. Gemma, that's my girl. I got Gemma, okay? Hey, and let me tell y'all something. Before we get off this air, I want everybody on the Chop Shop to contribute something. Let me tell you something. If all of us as an army, we go and contribute something, we can get to this goal, man. We can get to this goal. They shouldn't have to go ask nobody else. We got enough people right here to make this thing happen. And I haven't got a chance to get off the phone to send it to other people. And I wanted to share that with y'all because Jimmy was talking about my nephew yesterday, right? He was talking about my nephew. And look what happened, Tyrone. Jimmy was talking about James wasn't gonna show up to the bubble, and that's James walking into the hotel last night. So hold on, I got some more women news. Hold on, this Women Rock Wednesday. Gemma, I got you. I'm gonna come back to Gemma. Don't you start nothing, Mr. Jeremy Johnson. What's going on? Let me see what else I got. You know what? Somebody, Nina Savalas, a beautiful young woman in this summer basketball in the grassroots industry in Dallas area. She do a lot of marketing. I saw she had an inspirational quote this morning. She said, and I was thinking about Gemma. Okay? She said, be a blessing to someone today. They may need it more than you know. I saw it. Tyrone, you on mute, baby.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
listen,
absolutely.
listen to me, y'all. Listen, I saw this morning. Now, I I work. I was up at night working and thinking about how I'm gonna have a tribute and how I want to make. I want to put y'all in a position to understand we got a young woman in our community that we can help. And I saw this and she said, "Be a blessing to someone today. They may need it more than you know." And
That's very true.
yeah, and then I want to shout out because I know y'all been talking to me. So sometimes y'all be saying, "Robert, I cannot believe you think about stuff like this." But I've been had this affinity for Formula One racing only because I never thought about Formula One racing, y'all, because it's all over the world. I never thought about it. But this young man, Lewis Hamilton, okay? Google him, go look him up. This young man, Lewis Hamilton, who grew up poor, dad had to work 4 jobs, went and got a used go-kart and souped it up so he can race around the track. He was just such a gifted young man. You got to look him up. Powerful, powerful, powerful. But he is the 6-time Formula One champion. He won away
Wow.
from. He the one away from the record. He like the Tiger Woods. He the only one over there. And let me show you. Let me show you something about little old Lewis. Let me show you what Lewis did when he won the other day to these people. This Lewis Hamilton, take a look. He used to wear all white, ladies and gentlemen. Look what color his uniform is now. He's endorsed by Puma. He got his fist raised a la John Carlos and Tommy Smith in the back in the days. In a lily white sport with the racist dude I told you who was over that sport. He doing that in spite of it. He's a champion. He won this weekend over in Australia. And hold on, it's Women Rock Wednesday, right? So you know I got a woman theme. I just leave Lewis right there in the middle of me and Tyrone right now. Tyrone.
Yeah, Lewis looked good with the fist in the air. He's capitalizing on the moment.
Tyrone. Daddy worked 4 jobs, Tyrone. He said they used to be the only black showing up at the track. They used to look at him like, what are they doing?
Here they come.
Here they come. Here they come. So now this man dominated the sport. See, maybe that's why they don't want us to get in nothing. Y'all got to understand when we get in it, we dominated now. So hold up. Let me tell you the women. Let me give you my Women Rock Wednesday on Lewis Hamilton. Y'all see little Gemma behind me right there? Okay, hold on. Lewis Hamilton paid tribute when he won to his trackside fluid engineer. Y'all, you can't forget that name I just said, that adjective I had. I said fluid engineer. Her name is Stephanie Travers, the first black woman to stand on the F1 podium after a win. The fluid engineer get up, I guess, after every race. Stephanie, and the only reason Stephanie has the job because Lewis, she was good. Hold on. Let me read it to you. They said after the race, Lewis posted a message on Instagram highlighting Stephanie's role. Stephanie's a black woman in a lily white sport. Hold on. This Women Rock Wednesday, man. Hold on. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Amy just posted it on Facebook. Amy, I should have had it pinned. I'm going to pin that one for you, Amy. I got that pin. I should have pinned it, Amy. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I need somebody on YouTube to find that and go post it on YouTube because I'm doing a little work. As y'all can see, I'm doing a little something right now. But I'll post it again. Okay, let me tell you what he did on YouTube. He said, I wanted to post this because it's such an important moment. This is Stephanie, who is one of my teammates. She is one of our trackside fluid engineers, the fluid that goes in the F1 car. On Sunday, she became the first black woman to stand on the podium in Formula One history. This is an amazing achievement, and I just wanted to acknowledge her for her hard work, positivity, and passion for a job. Like most jobs, like most of the jobs in our sports, they are in high demand, Tyrone. And
Yes.
Stephanie was selected out of over 7,000 applicants. Let me repeat that.
Wow.
Stephanie was selected out of 7,000 applicants for her role. Stephanie says she wants to inspire young Black children and children of color to believe that they can do it too. And I couldn't agree more. This Lewis talking about her.
Yeah, that's great.
She said, put your mind to it, and you can be anything you want. So while I really appreciate and the congratulations, I just want to lift her up and share this with her. Now, always remember now, if you watch the Chop Shop constantly, Tyrone, Lewis Hamilton is launching the Hamilton Commission.
The Hamilton Commission.
Hamilton Commission. Google it, y'all. Because your kids might be able to get this. Yeah, instead of trying to get them up with a basketball every time. Hey, y'all, these high six-figure jobs I'm talking about right now. Stephanie getting paid. Okay? Getting paid. Hold on. He launched the Hamilton Commission. It's a new research partnership aimed at making this motorsport he's in as diverse and complex and multicultural as the world we live in. Shout out to Lewis Hamilton. He's a young man. He's like the Tiger Woods in that sport. But guess what? He ain't backing down from who he is. Tiger Woods ain't never. I love Tiger because I play golf. He ain't never did that right there. That's on the screen right there. He never did that. So
he walked in, and not only did he walk in, he held the door open for somebody else, which is great. And that's a big thing right now, is letting somebody else get the opportunity. And that's wonderful. It's especially in this time period. And he didn't do it in a way to where it's just male dominated. He brought in a woman, a Black woman who is qualified in what she's doing and deserves the accolades. So not only is Lewis a vanguard, he's opening the door for other vanguards.
Wow. You know what I love about it? And I love about this guy is just, I know the opposition he getting. His car used to be gray. He painted his car black. Yeah, he painted his car black. So Gemma, we got you posted. We're gonna push it. Hey, let's do this for Gemma today. I got Lewis Hamilton. I'm gonna get him, coach. Let me tell you something else. Y'all gotta know it's Women Rock Wednesday. I'm looking out for the women. I know you men. Let me tell you something. That's why I don't understand about the men not supporting Women Rock Wednesday. Cause every man should love a woman. I like to be where the women at. I got 5 sisters, y'all. Okay? And let me tell you something I learned about, especially about, I like all women, but I love my Black women. I got 5 sisters and a daughter. So I got 5 sisters and a princess. Let me repeat that. My woman, my daughter is not a H or a B. Her dad ain't never called her that. So she ain't gonna let a man call her that. She's a princess. My son is a warrior and a prince. So that's how I raised. That's how they raised over here, right? So when I see this, and when I see this kind of stuff like this, man, this dude Lewis Hamilton, I mean, he got a white mom, a Black dad. He's from the UK, and he doing this kind of stuff. It just blows me away. But hold up, got something else for y'all. It just keep going.
It just keep coming, huh?
Hey, Jimmy, you can call later, but you don't have to call right now. We're gonna talk about enough high school basketball. Just hold on a minute. Ain't it Women Rock Wednesday, right?
Women Rock Wednesday.
Mindy, Amy, it's Women Rock Wednesday, right? Let me tell you something. Hold on. First, hold on. Viola Davis. okay, is on the cover of Vanity Fair right now. Okay? Viola Davis, my girl. That's y'all girl. What she play? What's the name of that show? She play in How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah.
Oh,
How to Get Away with
my
Murder.
people love it. My folks love it. They love it. They love it. Let me tell you something about old Viola. She on the cover of Vanity Fair. First black cover, a photographer that did the first black cover. Hey, Bernardo, let's not try to use profanity on the Chop Shop, okay? I love you, I understand you, but in the Chop Shop, we try not to use as much profanity. It's Women Rock Wednesday. We got women that's watching this show, and that we on the golf course, we out there, on the basketball court. It's all right, but the Chop Shop,
Locker room talk.
yeah, this ain't the locker room stuff. I got you. I'm not gonna block you, but I got you, baby. I got you. Okay, because it's important, man. It's important. I'm talking about Viola Davis, first black cover for a photographer, like ever. I know it's some incredible black photographers out there. This is mind blowing. Vanity Fair. It's the first time that they ever had a black photographer. But let me tell you something. That man outdid himself. So y'all take a look at this. What's up? My son is on that. Boy, let me tell you something. Hey, that's my warrior. That's my prince. He just showed up. He don't have time to mess with his dad in the daytime, but he just showed up. What's up, Rob? So check this out. Viola Davis, Vanity Fair, black photographer. Look at the magic they made. Check that out. That's one of the pictures. Oh, I got 3 more. That's one. Y'all can take a screenshot of that one. Guess what? Got another one for you. You can take a screenshot of that one. Look at that, y'all. Look at that beautiful woman. Got another one for you. Check this out. She threw her hair back on y'all that time. She threw her hair back. Like she didn't care on y'all that time.
On Women Rock Wednesday, look at the hair.
Yeah, look what she did to her. And hold up, I got one more. You know Robert Hatter gonna have one more for you. Look, check this out. Look at it. Put her shoulder out there. You know how y'all have to, she put her shoulder out there on you. That's what happens when we open up and allow other cultures to be able to be in this melting pot and be able. That's why I talk about the NBA owners who refuse to hire black administrators and black GMs and all of that. They're missing out on and I know I'm gonna let you comment on it, on a remarkable talent and intellectual pool. They missing out.
Yeah, definitely. They're missing out on a big pool. Look, there's something too that's the reason it's significant is Vanity Fair been around since January of 1914.
Right.
And so we're talking about, we passed the 60s, we passed the Civil Rights Act, we passed all these milestones in Black history to just now have Viola being the first Black woman to grace Vanity Fair. Well, to let's say Vanity Fair be graced with a Black woman.
I don't know if she was the first Black woman, because there probably been some the first Black photographer. Since 1914. Yeah, the photographer. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, I didn't read that. I just thought, okay, go. Oh, you must have looked it up.
I'm looking at the history of Vanity Fair, and when you said it, I said, wow, well, did Vanity Fair just come out?
No.
I know. 1914, Hatter. It's 2020. So I applaud them for that. Catch up, because we are brilliant people. We have some brilliant women out here doing brilliant things.
Dude, listen to me, y'all. When I want something done, fellas, I love y'all, but when I want something done, man, I always look for a woman. I'm serious. They are thorough. I told y'all the story when I got the guy made me several suits. I was in Phoenix, doing some business. He made me several suits and he sent them there. I tried them all on and make sure. So guess what? I put them in my luggage and I took them home. Right? I get to Continental. It was Continental Airlines. No, it was United. I land. Rick Wilmore and Karen Thomas. I land that bag with them suits in it. It was what, 10 of them. 10 new suits in it was not coming around that carousel.
Ooh, ouch.
My heart. Listen to me, y'all. I haven't wore any of them, Rick. John Newsom, I see how sharp you be on Sunday at your sermons. You know when you got a tailor-made suit, I had 10 of them in the bag. So guess what I do? Karen, I call United. Lady tell me, well, we don't give you but what $1,400 for a bag. I said, let me tell you something. I said, I'm not trying to brag, but those suits, I wanted to say each one of those suits cost more than I wanted to. I just didn't go there. And I said, the suits cost way more than that. Guess what she told me, Sonya? Miss Karen on the other end. Why are you paying that much for a suit? Guess what I did?
What?
Trina, guess what I did? I called my sister. I got 5 of them. Guess what? About 1 o'clock in the morning, that bag was out in front of my door. My sister said, no. What they do, they send them things to North Carolina, and then they just sell your stuff, and it be in a warehouse, and they just sell your stuff for nothing. They gonna find this bag. See, me, let me tell you something, Karen, I was gonna let it go. Mindy, I was gonna let it go, Mindy. My sister said, hell no. She got on that phone. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, I was happy at dinner. Boy, I can't say what I want to say, but I was happy.
Yeah.
Around the fellas, I would have said something else.
Through in the clutch.
Yeah, but hey, but you know what though? It just show you what I wasn't even talking about the suits. I was talking about the power of women, man. They are tenacious, man. I'm on a plane one time, flying from somewhere. I was with it's a Japanese man was in there. I was, sometimes I can fly first class every time. When I save up enough miles and all that kind of stuff, I can do that. So I'm sitting next to him, and we sitting there talking, and he's talking about, what do you do? I said, I'm in the sports industry. I said, what do you do? They told this story. He sells the shafts, Tyrone, the graphite shafts. He owned a company in Japan that makes those shafts. One of those, I forgot his last name, one of those Fujikara, one of those shafts. So, but he told me, he said, I said, what he said? We was talking about women. He said, every year, Sonya Billingsley, he hires Miss Japan to work at his company. I'm looking at him, look, dirty old man. He said, because in Japan, Miss Japan got to be smart, courageous, daring, and beautiful. Y'all got me? I said, wow. He said, every year. And he said, and women can get the job done. So I took that wisdom, and anytime I'm doing something important or something that I need done, and Trina, I am going to talk about a woman. I'm going to get a woman to help me. You still there, Tyrone? You got problems over there?
No, I'm here.
Yeah,
I figured out what the noise was.
Okay.
It's my dog in the kennel. I got a little dog with a short snout that snores and breathes loud.
Now you're looking like LeVar Burton right now. So you need to lighten that screen up a little bit. Your face, you need to lighten up your face. You look. Oh, there we go. We back. Yeah, you're looking like a little LeVar Burton right now in Roots. But no. But hey man, I'm just having fun. But hold up, all this fun we having, I ain't forgot about Gemma. Don't forget about Gemma.
Don't forget about Gemma.
Don't forget about Gemma, y'all. You know, so it's so let me say, hold up, hey, I got something else for you. Y'all see?
What else you got, Hatter?
Y'all think I'll be playing, man? Hold on. Let me find
Hatter ready on this Women Rock Wednesday.
Dude, women just, man, they just good, man. They just unbelievable to me, man. Hold up, Tyrone. I had it. But guess what I'm gonna tell you about? I could tell you more. This young lady named Michelle Hoskins. She's the founder of Michelle Foods, the multi-million-dollar business whose products are sold in more than 10,000 stores nationwide. She, check this out. Her line of syrup. It's a black woman. I had her picture, but I can't find it. I got to look for it. A line of syrup products has recently seen a huge increase in sales since the owners of Aunt Jemima decided to pull its racist brand from the grocery stores. Do I have to repeat that? Michelle Hoskins.
One more time. Michelle
Hoskins, man. Come on, black woman. Michelle is not new to the industry. She began manufacturing. She's been around in 1984. That same year, she secured two of the largest retail stores in the Chicagoland area. You know what I'm saying? But these black women, they rock.
Right.
They rock.
They are innovative. They are creative. They are stalwarts in our community. So why wouldn't we want to give them all the props that they deserve? This is an easy call. This is an easy call, and I'm glad that she is reaping the benefits from the racist Aunt Jemima. That's somebody that's called deserving it, but also being in place because you've done the things that needs to be done to be in place to reap what you deserve. Women Rock Wednesday. Women Rock Wednesday.
Hey man, let me tell you something. We're gonna take a break. Because I got to take a break. I know, I ain't used to going on and on like this, but let me tell you something. Women, I told y'all, I got 5 sisters. I got a daughter. So I'm always going to make sure even my ex-mother-in-law, who considers me her son still. Let me repeat that. My ex-mother-in-law considers me her son. That's how she introduced me. It's my son. So of course, I love women. That's why this day, this usually be, y'all, Tyrone, one of our lowest rated days because the guys are, man. But that's why I tell the women, y'all need to step up. I said, because people, people in my ear tell me, man, no, Nixon, no, I'm going to double down on it. Hey, I'm going to triple down on it. I'm going to double down on it because I know, let me tell you something. We got young girls like Gemma. We got to make sure this future is better for her. But Tyrone, we're going to take a little break. And
okay.
I got some from the archives, man. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all just got to check this out. Y'all check it out.
There are so many black college football players who had great pro careers that most people don't understand and realize that they went to historically black colleges and universities. And I'll give you just a few. Walter Payton, when he retired and for many years after, was the leading rusher in the National Football League, went to an HBCU. Jerry Rice, the all-time leading receiver in NFL history, went to an HBCU. Deacon Jones, maybe the greatest defensive end in the history of the game, went to an HBCU. Michael Strahan, the NFL's single-season sack leader, HBCU. Jackie Slater, HBCU. Mel Blount, HBCU. Lem Barney, an HBCU. Art Shell, HBCU. John Stallworth, HBCU. These are players who obviously went on to great stardom in the NFL, and I keep coming back to this. They're not unique. There were great players coming out of the historically black colleges and universities, but the doors of professional football were not always open to them. It really wasn't until the 1960s, and primarily because of the new American Football League, who were looking for good players. And they had to go a little colorblind to find some, and they did. And then that opened the doors in the then rival NFL. Bill Nunn, a great Pittsburgh Courier sports editor, became an employee of the Pittsburgh Steelers to scout historically black colleges and universities, found players like Mel Blount to play for the Steelers. So there was a wealth of talent in these schools. They just had to be invited to the dance.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Tyrone Irvin of the Soapbox Heroes, the young man who invited me to come to, what's the name of the event again, Tyrone?
The Original Round Table. And we named it original because, you know, it's a little pun on words. Original man type of thing, but it's called the Original Round Table.
Okay, so we're going to talk about that on Sunday. Okay, so Tyrone, I wasn't finished.
Mm-hmm. You wasn't finished?
I wasn't finished. What's the boy name? What's the rapper name? And another one. What he said?
And another one.
What's the guy's name?
And another one.
What is
Biggie said, and another one.
Yeah, DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled.
Oh, Khaled. Yeah, and another one.
Yeah, I got
we the best.
I got something else for y'all. Did y'all? Kara Lawson. You know Kara Lawson? Think she played. Did she play at Tennessee? Played at Tennessee under Pat Head Summer. Great basketball coach. Great basketball mind. She was hired by the Boston Celtics. She was on the Boston Celtics staff. Guess what? She has been hired to be the black woman, the head coach of Duke University. So Krzyzewski is over there, and she is over here. Come on, man.
That's greatness.
Come on,
that's greatness
man.
Automatic.
Dude,
That's right to the top.
You fellas might not want to hear it, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, fellas. But fellas, this just don't. Let me show you how respected she is. Sonya, Rick Wilmore. See, we got some guys on here. Rick Wilmore, Derek Johnson. Rick. Boston, they in the bubble. She's in the bubble now. She gonna leave the bubble to go. She gonna quit over here and go to the bubble. She gonna leave the bubble and go to Duke. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you what the guys did for her. Everybody showed up to greet her in a Duke shirt, Duke t-shirt. All the players, even the players that didn't go to Duke on the team, the whole staff showed up with a Duke t-shirt. That shows what she's done in that locker room. You follow me? It shows what she done in that locker room.
That's respect.
Respect. Hold up. I'm not done.
Not more?
Who's that rapper said, I'm not done? I'm
and
not done. Who is the rapper? Somebody tell me that. Jalen Rose always say that. I'm not done. Hey, hold on. Got something else for y'all. Hold on. Black female becomes the first black female tactical jet pilot. Top Gun. The first black woman. You know I love Tom Cruise and Top Gun. She is Maverick. We got a black woman that's a Maverick and a goose and an Iceman, y'all.
Ice Woman.
Ice Woman. Oh. No. Iceman in the movie. Iceman, he's in the movie. Hey, Carrie Holmes. See, I'm not done. He said Busta Rhymes said that. I kind of like that. Kind of like that, Busta. But let me tell you a little bit about her name. Let me give you to her. Let me give you a little bit about The U.S. Navy officer made history last week as the military's branch's first known female tactical jet pilot, Lieutenant Madeline Swagel, made the final flight on a T-45C Ghost Hawk training aircraft to complete her undergraduate tactical airstrike pilot training syllabus on Tuesday. Unbelievable, man. Let me tell y'all something, man.
Big steps. Big steps.
She will receive, they call it, she will receive her wings of gold later this month. Unbelievable. Oh, thank you, babe. Somebody just says unbelievable. Oh, Tyrone, what do you think about that?
I think that I think we're coming to a culmination point where these women are getting the credit that they're due. I think that women have been able to achieve these things, but now we're getting to the point to where, we have to be honest and give them the credit that they're due, because when we've been had smart women, we've been had women that have been innovators, that have created things, started things, but somebody always want to come and steal their glory. And so now we get a chance to celebrate them and what they do as they still break more glass ceilings and they still do more. We got a jet fighter now. So now we need to go ahead and see the movie. Now go ahead and make it right so we can see these images the way that they should be portrayed, so we can see some of these strong Black women out here doing things that people thought that they couldn't do formally. They obviously can. Obviously, that's what I think, and they've been able to do it. This isn't new.
Unbelievable, man. I sit there and watched that situation, Tyrone. I'm trying to keep time, but it's just amazing. But Tyrone,
it's amazing.
We got a lot of stuff, other stuff to do. I got something else. I got another topic, and
Okay.
I wanted to show it to you, but I thought I did not put it on the screen. So let me go. We got a lot. The NBA, Tyrone. Then they talked about earlier today. They talked about Kenny Stills, one of our. I don't know if you know Kenny Stills, one of the wide receivers that we have that was in Miami, and we got a trade and got him over here. He had a situation where he got arrested. He said it's been 4 months since Breonna Taylor was killed by Louisville police. Justice for her should be a bigger priority. Arresting people like Kenny Stills yesterday, who were protest. All Kenny was doing protesting the lack of action. We've been talking about everything and talking about a lot of stuff, but Breonna Taylor's killers have not came to justice yet. And I thought about it, man. He got arrested. Now check this out. Y'all help me with this. This is the social injustice that Colin Kaepernick. This is stuff that we fighting. Rick Wilmore. Kenny Stills stood on a lawn, ladies and gentlemen. He asked for justice and got arrested. Let me repeat that. He stood on a lawn, asked for justice, and got arrested. The cops that killed Breonna Taylor kicked in her door, the wrong door, killed her, and didn't get arrested.
Yeah, there's definitely some inadequacies when it comes to Breonna Taylor. Kenny Stills, I would like to say, sometimes arrests happen, but don't let that change the focus. Don't let that change what you're doing, because that's what they're intending to do. When they arrest you, they want to quash a movement. They want to quash a voice. But what they need to quash is those no-knock warrants. Those are things that they need to quash. They need to make sure that when they're raiding somebody's house, they're doing it in a way that isn't going to potentially get somebody killed. We need to talk about accountability. So yeah, I do think that we shouldn't spend time focusing on Kenny Stills, but getting arrested. But what we should focus on is, since he's got arrested, well, maybe we need to talk just a little bit louder, since they want to make somebody be quiet. when they try to shut you up, that's when you talk just a little bit louder.
Do you think they were trying to shut him? Because you got to understand, Martin Luther King, the protesters, they always get arrested. Protesters always get arrested.
Part of protest.
But
it's part of protest.
But think about this, y'all. I just want you, I'm trying to just be simple here. Kenny Stills has officially spent more time in jail fighting for justice than the known killers who killed Breonna Taylor.
That's the sad situation that we living in right now. And that is the antithesis of where you get all the vitriol. That is the fight, is the injustice.
And you know what? And this is why I say we got the Anthony Western. You can't be saying the same thing you said 3 years ago. This is one of the reasons we boycott the NFL. Slow down. Why not you boycotting the rest of the business? They're doing the same thing that the NFL doing. I have not heard you come on here one time and say boycott nothing else. Your favorite word, and it's easy. They go in their little old bag and pull out their little bag. Hold on a second. The NFL. Let's boycott the NFL. Well, let's boycott Major League Baseball then. Let's boycott Coke Industries. Let's boycott Walmart. Let's go.
You could go down the line. If we go do that, if that's going to be the strategy. And then even in the boycott, how are you going to, you got to make sure that you make the boycott successful. And so boycotting the boycott.
Hold up. The NFL boycott ain't successful. The only thing killing the NFL is COVID. Y'all should have got y'all some COVID. I ain't going to joke about that. But that's the only thing. Let me tell y'all something. I've been in the sports industry, Melvin Dews, for 30 years. Penny Hardaway, my first athlete, 93. Y'all add those years up. 93. Yeah, add those years up. I never thought I could see nothing crippling this industry. Even during the recession in 2008, it didn't affect me. My players still got paid. They paid me. Sports was recession proof. The salaries didn't go down during the recession. But this virus is crippling this industry. You didn't have to boycott the NFL. You know, I understand your boycott. I understand. But why is always the NFL? Hold up. It's always the NFL. And I'm not defensive. I'm just trying to raise your awareness. I think you're offensive because I call your ass out. All I'm trying to do is raise your awareness. I watch your tweets. I got a big screen that your tweet popped right up in my face saying, this is one of the reasons we boycott the NFL. Out of all the other companies we could boycott. Then, why are you so defensive of the NFL? I'm going to show you why. Yeah, it's personal. The NFL has produced more black millionaires than any other American industry on this planet. I should repeat that. Hatter, why are you so defensive over the boycotting the NFL? Because it's made a millionaire out of that guy's right there on that show with me, his brother. I told you it was personal. I'm like Jimmy now. When Jimmy said, y'all know it. When Jimmy said it's personal. Yes, it's personal. And yes, I represent some of them. Yes, Anthony Western. And you don't. So it's easy for you to sit up here and say, boycott the NFL. Boycott the NFL. Let me tell you something about Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick done got paid, Doc. Yeah, they blackballed him, but he got paid.
He got paid.
He got paid so much. You know how.
He signed a deal with Disney last week.
Hold up. And Nike. Hold up. You know how somebody see something on the paper and he said, man, here how much the price is. Colin said, I don't want everybody. I don't want everybody. So I understand what you're saying, but when you say a blanket statement like about the NFL, of course I'm gonna have something to say about it. Of course I'm gonna have something to say about it. Of course, I got to. Hold on. You notice when somebody say something about Jimmy's event, Jimmy water boils. You're talking about my industry. So Anthony Weston, I don't know what industry you in, but guess what? Of course, all industries. Think about it. Every industry that's out there. You got a car. I hope you got a car. I hope you ain't riding in the bus. That car industry, that guy there probably got the same ideals, and he probably invests in whatever you do, whatever you go buy. If you buy grocery, unless you're buying grocery, unless you're farming your own food. If you're going to H-E-B, he ain't black. If you're going to Kroger, he ain't black. Your gasoline, unless you got an electric car, but if you drive an electric car, you're going to probably be playing Elon Musk. Did you see those stocks of Tesla last week? All I'm trying to do is, Anthony Weston, I'm just trying to take you, I'm just trying to raise your awareness. Not getting on you, just raising your awareness, man. It's all right. It's all right, man. I understand. All I'm saying is, okay, you got relatives in the NFL. Okay, all right. Well, keep on boycotting because guess what? The NFL, hold up. Your boycott ain't working. Your ass need to try something else. But what else we got today? Wait.
I want to ask this too. How does the onus only fall on the NFL to fix all social justice? If we want to be technical, we're on Facebook right now. Go look at the corporate board of Facebook and see how many black people they have on there. Go on Twitter if you like the Twitter. And if you want to talk about boycotting, a lot of these companies are only doing what's financially advantageous. But go look at their boardrooms. So if we want to talk about it, look, in the NBA, it's a rule that they stand up during the national anthem. They have no choice. And so it's like we're picking and we're choosing who's going to be the bad industry when we have a number of bad industries when it comes to these topics, but we're just choosing one and we're making them the focal point. This has nothing to do with getting money from an industry, or it's looking at the forest from the trees and fighting little battles or little tiny fights or a whole battle. So just to say in a vacuum, protest the NFL. Okay, cool. Are you about to go to work for somebody who holds the same views as that NFL owner? Let's look at all of it. And so that's what I get when it comes to the let's boycott the NFL.
And guess what? And I think sometimes we get so heavily minded we ain't no earthly good. We got these grandiose ideas, but they don't have no substance. The reason I say that, sometimes what people have for bad, God turned it into good. Case in point, Colin Kaepernick was a backup quarterback. Now he's a martyr. Now he's gonna be remembered in history for the stuff that social justice now. He's gonna become he's gonna be in the history books for social justice way more powerful than he was ever, Tyrone, as a player.
Absolutely. He has more choices now than as a player.
since you went there, Anthony Western, where they boycott. What people have for bad, God turn it to good. And Anthony Western, while you're talking, you see this young girl over my shoulder right here? That's Gemma Johnson. Scoliosis, a problem, disease. That we got a GoFundMe page on a pin on the Facebook page. That's more important than Colin Kaepernick got a job. We trying to get this young girl well. So do me a favor and go look at the pinned comment on there. This Gemma Day. This Gemma Day, baby. Yeah, one day I'm understand. And guess what? And the next day I understand. Anthony Western, I hope you do it the next day. Okay? So, back to our regular. See, y'all, and I shouldn't have gave him that much airtime, but sometimes people need to hear it. You know, I hadn't got him a long time. He just come on here. I guess he said, well, I'm going to keep on doing it until Hallis say something. I'm going to keep on doing it. I'm going to do it. So, what else?
Players are boycotting, and neither is Colin Kaepernick. So,
I got some news, Gemma. I got some news. Marcus Spears, you know the NBA bubble. Thank you, Jeremy. The NBA bubble. We got the NBA bubble. Mark Spears. I'm sorry, Marcus Spears and Mark Spears. I don't know. Did you know they were cousins, Tyrone?
No, I didn't know they were cousins.
They're cousins. They're cousins, and Mark Spears works for the NBA. So he is in the bubble. He just got there. So he took us through. Let me tell y'all, I don't know if y'all have you been keeping up with what goes on in that NBA bubble?
I've been trying to keep up with it. I've been trying to figure out how these young guys going to get some nookie. Go ahead.
Hey, this will let me show you. This man said he want to come on my show and debate something that I'm not even worried about. I'll come on your show and debate you, Anthony Western. Yeah, I do you one better. I'll come on your show and debate you. All right, now let's get back to business. Mark Spears, right? Oh, Jimmy Dad is listening. What's up, Mr. That's Mr. Hey, y'all. Shout out to Mr. Johnson, man. Hey, let me tell you something, man. Since you on there. You and Gemma had me crying last night. Y'all had me crying last night, man. Let me tell you something. Tyrone, I sit and read that letter.
Uh-huh.
And I told him to send me a video. And I got a chance to see it. You know, let me tell you something, man. This, like I said, that's why I can withstand all the anti-Westerns of the world.
It's a bigger picture.
It's a bigger picture. We're going to always have guys that think they better than somebody. Dude, I'm a made man. I don't got to prove nothing. I'm good. But let me tell you about Mark Spears. I started doing Jimmy on. I almost Jimmy'd you. I almost hit you just then. I almost hit you, but guess what? Out of respect, he ain't here, so I ain't gonna do him today. But Mark Spears said, so she's a reporter, right? So the reporters on Sunday, he got there. He said he got a little care package. He said he got tested. He said it seemed like it was some out of a Wi-Fi movie. You know, it was weird. It was out of a Wi-Fi movie. He said he keep and if you want to know who Mark Spears is, do me a favor, go to ESPN, look up Undefeated. The Undefeated, he the one keep them rolling. He the one write all the articles. Mark Spears.
Mark Spears.
And guess what? The reason I'm talking about him, he done been on the chop shop, Anthony Western before. He's been on the chop shop.
And he was a brilliant guy, too.
Brilliant
guy.
Bad man.
Yeah.
So this is information. Okay? Just information. Hold up. Jeremy said, I got him crying today. He said, through this day and age, words truly hold weight. You said and did exactly what you said you would. Jeremy, don't start me, man. I got to do a show, man. My assistant ain't here today to wipe the tears out my eyes, man. So check this out. Hold up, y'all. Let me get back to Mark Spears. Hold up, Doc. Hold on. He said when he got off the plane, yeah, I'm gonna tell you about it, Jay Jackson. I'm gonna tell you what he meant by sci-fi movie. He said he got off the plane. He said it was a dude waiting on him with an NBA sign. He said he took me and only me to the Disney facilities. Nobody rode with me, just me and the guy. He was masked up and everything. He said they're staying in a hotel called the Coranda Springs on the Disney's Coranda, one of them springs on the Disney campus. He said there were literally 2 checkpoints to get in. Okay? He said if somebody trying to sneak somebody in there, they're going to have a problem. He said them guys going to get caught and they're going to get embarrassed, and it's not worth the embarrassment. He was serious about that. He said, Robert, they better rape themselves instead of around here trying to sneak somebody in. You'll get that when I go home. Coronado Springs. Thank you. I don't have kids. I don't go to
Somebody gonna try to sneak something in.
You saw I snuck that. Thank you, Michael Jordan. See, I hope a lot of people. I'm sorry, ladies. I shouldn't have said that, Robert. I smacked myself. Okay. He says not worth the embarrassed. He said the key to the room. Check this out, Alfio and Yolanda. The key to the room is a watch. Go around his wrist. A Mickey Mouse watch. You put that watch up against the door, the door open. Okay? Guess what? And every time that door open, it's a computer know when that door is open. Keep that in mind when I tell you the rest of the story. Okay? He said this the media, not the players yet. This the player. The media. Stop that, Michael Jordan. Look what he said. Stop that, man. I shouldn't have said nothing. Hey, he said, hold up. So the media, they had to start quarantine as soon as they get there for 7 days. They give you a whole lot of bottled water, a whole lot of soda, a whole lot of snacks and everything. But Marcus Spears is a wine connoisseur. He's a vino expert. So he got this. I haven't seen it, y'all. I'm going to go look for one now. You know, carry my champagne in. Hold up. He got a 10-case suitcase. 10-bottle suitcase. A 10-bottle suitcase that he can ship his wine in and it won't break. All you wine connoisseurs, I think Trey Phillips, Rick Wilmore, y'all might know.
Rick.
They say it's nice, Rick. So he had 10 bottles. He got them from Napa. Somebody gave him some bottles from Napa. Then he said he's going to have his wine refrigerator shipped there so he can keep it in his wine refrigerator. He said he can't leave the room, ladies and gentlemen, for a week. This not the players. This just the press. For a week, he's quarantined in that room. He can't come out. All he do, open the door, get his food right outside, and bring it in. He had to have a mask on when he opened the door. Okay? He get tested every single day. Let me repeat that. The media get tested every single day. They can't walk out the door for those 7 days. Okay? Now, the players were different. The players didn't have to quarantine but 36 hours because they had already been getting tested daily. That's why all them tests came up positive. The test came up like Russell Westbrook. All the guys came up positive. They'd been getting tested regularly. So they didn't have but 36 hours to incubate or quarantine, right? Okay.
Right.
And the media hadn't been getting tested. So that's why they got to stay for 7 days. He said some lady came to his room, Michael Jordan and Jay Jackson. He said the ladies looked like astronauts. They were so covered up. He said they gave him a tongue swab and a nasal swab, and they emailed his results later. They gave him a thermometer so he can check his temperature daily, or however. After a week, Tyrone, check this out, Rick. I got something else for y'all. After a week, Rick, they give him a badge. On the badge, it has a sensor on the badge. I know y'all getting this. I know this ain't on ESPN. Wow. Hey, Angel, this ain't on ESPN. Angel, Robert Hatter got y'all. Check this out. After a week, Angel, hold up. They give him a badge, and the badge has a sensor on it. And the sensor, if somebody's within 6 feet of you, the beep will go off. Then you can move away. If somebody is 6 feet of you, the beep will beep, 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 beep. Hey, Rick, quit. They ain't marijuana testing, y'all. Rick, everybody know they ain't marijuana testing. They gonna let them smoke on this trip.
No, they smoking it on that.
They letting them smoke on this trip. Rick, come on, Rick Wilmore, you telling everybody. I wasn't gonna tell everybody that. Okay, so check this out, Tyrone. I ain't through, Tyrone.
Yeah.
He said all his friends, Rick, been calling him. Check this out, Michael Jordan. Brandy, all of his people been calling him talking about, be safe out there, Mark. Be safe. He said, y'all be safe. I'm on the safest place on the planet right now. He said, y'all need to be safe, Angel.
All that testing and quarantining.
He said, I got to wear a mask every day. He said, even the workers coming in and out, they got to get tested every single day. They show up with a text, whop, get a new work in. Get a safe work in, whop, they show them out. He said, even when the guy brought his bags up, Brandy and Yolanda, when the guy brought his bags up, guess what? He said he Lysoled his bag. He Lysoled it.
Wow. Extra precautions.
Yeah, he said, hold on, let me finish with this and we're gonna take a break. But Tyrone, he said, when they get out of quarantine, the food gets better. They can order from wherever they want. And, they got, Tim and Fertitta finna get paid down there. Because they got Mastro's, they got Del Frisco, they got all that stuff right delivered to Tim and Fertitta finna come up. He finna come up down there because them guys gonna order and order. But I got something else for y'all, though, y'all. It goes further. The NBA ain't playing. Angel, they're not playing. This the media I'm talking about, Angel. This not the player. I ain't talking about the player right now. This Mark Spears, Angel, the part of the media. Guess what else he said, y'all? He said he got to let the teams know what practice and games they want to go to. You just can't show up at the game. And a bus gonna take you to the practice and the games. This the media, everybody. He said they only have a certain amount of space because they quarantine and everything. So if you say you going to that practice, you better go or it's gonna get revoked. You got me?
Wow. Everything is detected.
Yes.
You can't make no moves.
Okay.
Everything is monitored.
Check out. And if you need a player, you got to ask the team. See, Marcus, that's kind of uncomfortable for him because he know all the players. And they said, what's up, Marcus? What's up? He can't do that. He got to ask the team. You just can't go up to the players. It sucks for him because he got the plug. They can't go in the locker room. You can't follow the players to the bus. Monty Williams is one of his best friends, Angel, and Michael Jordan. Guess what Monty said? Man, I wish you can come fishing with us. They can't do nothing with the team. The press can't do nothing with the team at all. They can't go fishing with them. No interaction with players. Hold up. Then they talked about how good. They say his hotel is like the Courtyard compared to the team like LeBron, them, the teams that would win records, they stand at the top hotel. That's like the Ritz-Carlton. That's the best hotel. And then the teams with the lesser records, they stand at like Marriott. And then, it goes like that. Okay. So, get what the magic question was. When can the wives come? Check this. Oh, yeah, like on the Raptors movie. Yeah, that's a good one. Like on Jurassic Park, how they keep tags on. Hold up, y'all. When can the wives and the people come? The second round, they'll be able to come. Then it won't be but 8 teams left. They'll have more space because each team, when they came, all the 22 teams, they had 35 people in their parties. For 22 teams times 35, that's roughly what, 480. Somebody help me if you wanted me to be exact. 22 teams, 35 people per team. When those 14 teams lose, they go to the second round. I'm sorry, Freight said I'm crazy. He said when they go to the second round, it gets hairy here now. When the 14 teams that lose and leave, when they're allowed, more people can come in. That's the second round, right? So guess what? The players only, not the coaches, can bring up the 3 people and family members. Like LeBron got 4 kids. He can bring all his family, but he can bring a couple of friends too. Okay? All right. So I'm just helping you out. He said, but regardless of who's coming, check this out. I found something out about this. Think about this, y'all. This Women Rock Wednesday. Y'all help me. Where my women at? Regardless of who's coming, guess what? They got the quarantine for 7 days in the room by themselves too. They can't go.
Wow.
They got the quarantine for 7 days, just like Mark Spears did.
They're covering themselves all the way around.
So guess what? If I was a mama, I was a friend, I ain't coming up there staying no day room by myself for 7 days. And think about this. What if the second round, it go like, hold up. Check this out now, Angel, Brandy. What if in the second round game, you're trying to invite somebody, right? I mean, in the game go to 7 games, okay? So, hold up. So that person that came on the trip, right? They got to incubate for 7 days. And you go to a game 7 or whatever, and you lose. Y'all going home. They didn't wait them 8 days for nothing. You gonna take me to
It's just in case.
Dude, this thing is crazy, man. That's why I had to take the time out and show you. Y'all ain't gonna hear this on the news. This thing is crazy going on down there. It's unbelievable. And that little Mickey Mouse thing, it tells you who go out the room if that door open.
Everybody's tracked. Hey, I got a question for you, Hatter.
Come on.
Why is Rajon Rondo saying it looked like Motel 6? Rajon Rondo out there saying it looked bad. Is he just used to?
I'll call you and tell you after the show. I don't want to say it on air. Hey, you know why? You know why I don't want to say it on air?
Why?
Look who I got behind me right here.
Yeah.
I got Jim. Okay. I got Jimma with me, man. I got to be nice today. Anthony Weston, you got off good today. Because I got my people with me. I got my people with me. But it's just so unique, y'all. I thought I'd share that with y'all. You know, and I thought Jimmy was gonna call in. I guess that the Southwest Exposure Camp is kind of hot. What's going on? And I hope y'all watching. I guess y'all have Baller TV so y'all can watch the stuff because parents cannot come in. People cannot come in. They try. Let me tell you something, man. The NBA, man. That man said he felt. This Mark Spears. He said he felt he's on the safest place in the planet.
Yeah.
He said COVID got to break in that joint because they got guards waiting on his behind. They got jobs. So Jeremy, I guess they want to talk about HISD reopening plan has launched. All students will begin the school year virtually on September the 8th. Hey, Leah. Let me see. Virtual. Now, this per hold up. This per Jeremy Davis. This is not Robert Hatter. I'm repeating. Jeremy Davis. I don't know. I ain't got everything yet. I'm going to look at my text because the people have been texting me. Virtual instruction will continue for 6 weeks through Friday, October the 16th. So that means no kid have to go in the early stages of school into a brick and mortar building. Because let me tell y'all something, and I want to ask y'all, we can pivot there. Since you want to start some, we can pivot there. And you can help me with this, Tyrone. Where my teachers at? I talked to a lot of teachers, Jeremy Davis. I know a lot of teachers was about to retire and was going to quit.
Can't blame them.
Where were they going to get the people to come in there and work then? He said, with players having pockets full of money and cash app, you think some of those guards can be bought. Let me tell you something. Michael Jordan, it ain't worth it, man. You don't understand. Some of these guys down there, if you pay a guard to sneak somebody in, you got to be as ignorant as some of these people out here still playing basketball, to me. You don't risk
some people, somebody might do something ignorant, but I don't think that should denigrate everybody's character there.
You don't risk it. And you got some. And you know what? A friend of mine that is in the Players Association, he texted me something last night, and I'm not going to tell you his name, but he texted me something last night that, hold on, man, these dudes just won't listen. I don't know what did happen down there. This all he said. I said, what's up, man? I was just calling him saying hi. He said, man, it's all good, but these dudes just don't listen. This the guy that works in the drug program, in the behavioral program for the Players Association, and he said, Robert, these kids just won't listen. So, Michael Jordan, you might be right. But me personally, I'm going down there on a mission. I'm trying to win. I'm going to tell you who one of the most focused teams down there. Them Clippers. You ain't heard a peep out of them, hey. You got
Not at all. Doc Rivers.
Yeah. Look at that. Tell you else. I'm going to tell you else who we don't give enough credit to. And we're going to get to HID. Okay, let's get off sport. Let's talk about HID. ISD will not have an in-person instruction until October the 19th at the earliest. No extracurricular activities until then. This man said the power of the stop it, Rick Wilmore. You have the guard sneaking in drugs. Hey, it's been some snitching going on down there too, y'all. I found out. I didn't get a chance to hear it. It's been some snitching going on down there. And everybody's saying it's Chris Paul. I think that Chris Paul don't get a break. Leah said, to my knowledge, they're hiring new teachers. I know of a teacher who just got a new job, right? Just got the job and said, man, I'm staying home with my kids. My wife worked.
Yeah. Look, we also would have to make sure that teachers are adequately prepared for this new virtual reality. I know some older teachers who said, look, I'm going to need you to come over and show us how to do this whole virtual thing. And I had one of them say, I don't even know if I really want to do this. This is like going back to school and relearning. And I've been teaching for 40 years. And so we're going to have to figure this stuff out because it's a whole bunch of new intricacies that everybody's not going to be able to adapt to. Even some parents, there are going to be some parents who aren't quite able to do it. So there's going to be some things that needs to be figured out. But I know personally, 8-year-old boys, I don't want to send them back to school for the simple fact that, you know, I've been scared the hell out of for the last 3 months. And you always put your kids first. And so there's no way that I would personally say, I'm going to send my kids back. If that was an option, just because of all the things that I don't know, my ignorance, I'm not sending back my kids back to school if I'm guessing over what can happen. I want to know. If it's a guess, then no, that they're going to stay home. We're going to do this whole virtual thing.
Wow. Hold on, man. I just clicked on my Twitter. And another one. Hey, what I
Another
say?
one.
What I say? What Buster Rhymes said? What I said? I'm not done. I got another woman.
I'm not.
We're gonna come back. I got one. I just kicked it. Somebody just said. I'm telling y'all, it's on my phone. Somebody just said, retired structural civil engineer Vanessa Braxton, you know she's a black woman, shares her journey of creating her business, Black Mama Vodka, in an all new. She got Black Mama Vodka. I love them women, man.
Yeah. The
They bad.
creativity is something else. They're so creative and innovative. All we could do is respect it and just be glad that we have people like that on our team to help us grow and create.
And shout out, it was the birthday of Kenny Burrow yesterday, I think. 00 used to play for the Houston Oilers. I know his family. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a black college. He went to TSU. And the reason I brought that up, because I'm going to take a quick break, and I got some more black. Hey, y'all, we got some history here, man. I'm trying to check this out. Check this out.
We traveled by bus, which meant that we were subject to highway patrolmen interfering sometimes. I remember we were going through Mississippi and they stopped us and made us go back to a certain town. We had to get licensed to go through. We had trouble getting food to eat. They wouldn't serve us in most of the eating places. We had trouble with restrooms at service stations. They tell us we had no place for you, no restroom where you could go. I said, now you've got college graduates in here from some of the best schools in the country. There's an all-American riding with me, and we're not good enough to use your toilet.
One of the most scariest times in my life, I was invited to play in the East-West Shrine game in California. Walter and myself was chosen from Jackson State. After arriving, we checked into the hotel. We get on the elevator, and when the elevator hit the lobby floor, I was met with a shotgun up my nose and was asked to get on the floor with a shotgun in the back of my head. That's when you realize that someone there had to recognize us, and luckily the guy behind the desk recognized us as being college all-stars. You don't know how scary that was or how I felt at that moment, because I had been sheltered for 4 years at a college. I was surrounded with people that cared about me, looked after me 24 hours a day, made sure I ate well and was taken care of. But to be that moment, all this to end, was very scary.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. Let me tell y'all something. That's Black History, man. They have a special tonight. Go to Black Hall of Fame.org or something like that. They're having a special going to come on tonight. I thought I had the information. I told y'all Gemma took precedence over everything last night. And in case you did not hear her earlier, her and her father, I want y'all to hear it again and turn it up a little bit, because the dad and Gemma was a little soft-spoken in this video. But I want y'all to hear what touched me and why this young lady is behind me on the screen today. And she'll probably be behind me tomorrow, and just until she give me another picture to put up there. You know, she gonna be up there. So Let me share that with y'all right quick.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening, however this message may reach you. My name is Jeremy, and this is my daughter Gemma. We're coming to you asking for the help in donating to the benefit of my daughter. Sadly, my daughter was diagnosed last year with scoliosis. At the time, her curvature was at 35 degrees. This year of May, her curvature has progressed to 52 degrees. We're asking for your help in donating to the benefit and helping for her care. We and her mother have chosen to go the alternate route outside of surgery and electing with the more natural route. Being that we're going this route, our insurance will not be able to cover the expenditures. So we're asking for your help and others for your help in making this happen. Thank you.
That was Mr. Johnson just talking about his daughter Gemma. I'm gonna, Mr. Johnson, if you're on there, do me a favor and make another video just like that, but this time talk louder. I know it's a somber moment, and you have to turn it up a little bit, y'all. That's how they sent. That's just how the file was. I couldn't increase the volume on the file. But I had to get the message out there. If you go look on our Facebook feed, it should be pinned, Michael Jordan, on the feed or GoFundMe page, and telling about the whole plight and what Gemma is going through. And I would love to hear y'all. That's all right. Do me a favor, King Sticks. I'm gonna post again in the YouTube page. I'm gonna go to YouTube right now and post it again. And you can learn everything you want to know about Gemma in this situation. It's touching scoliosis. I think it affects the bone and how you
your spine.
Your spine, your young lady. And Mr. Johnson, please get me a louder one, because we got some ticket. They so used to this technology I got. They so spoiled. They want to, but do me a favor, Michael Jordan, if you own the Facebook feed, go and check the GoFundMe page. It's got details about it. Go over there and give. Okay.
Hey, Hatter, and if possible, when you get the other audio, can you let me have it too, and I'll play it on the radio.
Okay.
And so we could try to go ahead and get some more to that GoFundMe. That's a very noble thing that we need to be a part of. We should want to help this young lady, get better, to be able to grow up and be a part of Women Rock Wednesday. We're talking about women rock, so why don't we do something to encourage the next woman rock? You never know when we're going to be talking about her accomplishments. So why not? Why should we not be a part of growing that into flourishment as a community? We can't just sit here and watch things happen and then say, well, damn, I wonder why that happened. We have a chance. And so let's help this woman on Women Rock Wednesday.
Man, thank you, Tyrone. I mean, that's what this stuff about, man. When he sent the letter, I sit and read the letter. See, Jeremy, I took a day, maybe a day and a half to reply. Jeremy, I had to get myself together, man. Listen to me, man. You gotta, Jerry, I don't know if you heard the beginning of the show. I have 5 sisters who I love to death. I have a daughter who is my princess. Women have been my mom. Women have helped me so much in my life. The special women in my life have helped me so much in my life, man. And they help mold the Robert Hatter you see on this air. That's unapologetic, that's daring. I mean, hey, and I'm always be respectful, but we just respect the platform. Think about this, man. Jimmy always said, I don't know. Matter of fact, it's a good time to share the show and like the show. And Tyrone, if you haven't subscribed on YouTube and you watching this show every day and your friends and haven't subscribed, It's a young lady named Amy. I saw her name popped up. It's her first time watching this show today. She's probably friends of Jeremy Johnson. She went straight over and subscribed. I'm not mad. Listen, it increased the digital footprint of the Chop Shop. So this voice talking about Gemma can go around the world. I told y'all.
Yeah.
Google, YouTube is owned by Google. Google is the #1 search engine on the planet. So that makes YouTube the #2 search engine in the planet. What if our digital footprint was all over it? As well as Facebook. We want to keep it on both of them. And guess what? More people can hear about Gemma's plight. And it might be more Gemmas around the world that we need to help.
Absolutely.
That hear this story and want to reach out. Dude, I keep trying to tell y'all. It's ain't about me and Jimmy. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like Jimmy. Just respect the platform. Because if it was your baby, you know how I fight for y'all kids on this show. Y'all already know. I argue with Jimmy about, you can add, you know how I fight for your kids.
Well, I want to add this. The importance of subscribing on YouTube is more than just a thumb or having amount of subscribers. What it does is it increases the viewing in the algorithm, which means the more likes that you have and the more subscribers you have, that means people that haven't liked it, they'll get these videos that pop up on their recommendations. And so Chop Shop would start being recommended more. And so then when we have these tournaments and we're talking about your kids, that's more exposure for your kids as well. When we're talking about with things like helping Gemma and Women Rock Wednesday, that's increasing that footprint, like Robert is saying, and it creates a bigger net. All by you just simply liking, sharing with a friend. It doesn't really take a lot of time. It's free. It's literally painless, and it's helping grow. And not only does it help grow, your comments are seen further. So it's growing you as well, because it's like, this is a thing to where I watch the Chop Shop, and the Chop Shop gives us history. They give us laughs. They give us facts, and we get to sleep, Carl, and Ray. Why don't we want to see this spread more and more and more? And so if we have 47 people watching this now, out of the 47 people who haven't subscribed, if you haven't, I would encourage you to. And if you have, I would encourage you to tell a friend, because it's not just for Chop Shop, it's for all the people involved in Chop Shop, all the coaches that come on, all the kids that come on, all the Women Rock Wednesdays that you hear about, all the historical facts that you hear about. And if you're from Texas and you want Texas to be bigger, you want Texas to get the recognition that Texas deserves, you want Houston to get the recognition that Houston deserves, that's how you do it. You share it, you like it, you subscribe, and it puts it higher in the priority in the algorithm. So if we want to be high priority, we got to put them high priority. Work together.
Hey, man, I like you. Hey, what your name is? Yeah, but I appreciate that, Tyra. And people don't understand. I mean, it's like I mean, you got to think about it, man. I mean, this stuff. I wanted to give Tyrone. You know, I love civics in school. I love the politics, and I loved it. You know, political science, and I loved it, and I just see how us as people, Tyrone, have not understanding the importance of the value of the three branches of government.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know you probably talk about
work
it
separately, but together.
Yeah.
And
go. Okay, go. I'm trying to find some because I gotta I got something for you. Uh, what happens? A lot of people don't understand that the Supreme Court, and the reason I'm talking about it because we got a very important election coming up. We got. I went and voted yesterday. I didn't know. Hold up. I promise you, it's the first time because the last time I went, they got curbside.
Got curbside voting.
They
Yeah.
didn't have it at the last time. I took a picture of it and posted it on Instagram. You pull up,
Yeah.
if you're hurt, you're in a wheelchair, you pull up, they come out to you in the mask. But let me give a quick civics lesson. So we're gonna do our homework, y'all. And the reason I explained a little bit about the importance of the Supreme Court. I said, Robert, what's the Supreme Court got to do with elections?
Everything.
What happened to the Supreme Court and how it impacts impact your life? The levers we can pull to ensure that our voices are heard by that body. They are subject. They can't be removed. They can be impeached. They can be impeached. They can't be fired. It's an equal branch of government with the executive branch and the executive branch and the legislative branch, right? The people will elect the Congress is the senators, okay? Make sure we have a Senate that is represented by the people. Now, that's the problem, because guess what? I'm watching Wyoming got 2 senators. But Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia, got more people than the whole state of Wyoming. Wyoming got 2 senators.
And that affects the electoral college.
Yes. So, I mean, and if you have an unbalanced court, it can last a long time. Hey, let me tell you something. One thing that put us back, when they appointed, who was that appointed? Clarence Thomas? One of the worst appointments in history. I'm going to think of his name in a minute.
Did Bush want to appoint Clarence Thomas?
Yeah, that's who it was. Hey.
They just send him back. Send him back when you found it.
Listen to me, y'all. Mitch McConnell. Go look up his records. Mitch McConnell, his aim wasn't to be president. His name was to be the leader of the Senate. So he can control the Supreme Court.
That's what he's been. Look at the circuit judges that he's been putting on. If you pay attention, 45 says itself, he says, I would like to thank Mitch McConnell for all the judges that he's appointed. See, 45 isn't bright enough to be appointing these judges. And so if we want to pay attention, we got to pay attention to who's making the strategic moves. And that's Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell is making strategic moves to fundamentally change the court forever. All those vacancies Mitch McConnell was over there doing, he's like, he's a snake slithering in the grass, putting things where he wants to put them. And so those are something, I'm glad you said that, Robert. That's very important to watch out for people like Mitch McConnell.
And we got to vote him out. You see, Jeff Sessions got voted. Somebody beat him in the primaries.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Beauregard Sessions. He got Beauregard. Come on, y'all. But these are the guys that's leading us. And y'all, and I know people say, I don't like Biden. I think, baby, no. We can't afford this Kanye West mess. We can't afford all that old Kanye West. We can't afford that this time. Because guess what? If Trump get another term, he's going to be able to be appointed 50% of the judges that we have that's going to have lifetime terms.
Yeah, and see, this is the thing too. Right now, if we look at it, some of like Kavanaugh has been bucking Donald Trump in certain instances. Not all.
He ain't been bucking Moscow Mitch though.
because Moscow Mitch is planning on being there much longer. And so now you have a lady named Amy McGrath running against Mitch McConnell. And so you have to watch these things and pay attention to Amy McGrath and help her if you want her to win. My thing would be too, when it comes to Joe Biden, still ask for something. Never be so afraid of one candidate that you don't ask for another thing, because they'll take advantage of that.
But I got something for you.
Yes, sir.
If you have a black woman as a running mate, she gonna keep his ass in check.
If she's qualified.
Yeah, if she qualified.
Which she more than likely will be, because there were women that were more qualified than him in the primaries.
Yeah. Okay. But if he get the one that I'm thinking about, she gonna keep him in check. And then we always have an ear, because he was Obama's mate. You know, Obama owe us, y'all. And I love him. That's my dude. But he owe us. He owe us. Huh?
Joe Biden owes us. Because Joe Biden would not be the nominee if blacks didn't overwhelmingly vote for him in the South. Joe Biden was getting his butt kicked in the primaries. Joe Biden owes black people at this point in time. So make him live up to it. He wouldn't be the nominee without him.
We must have demands, Tyrone. And they got to come to us with respect. If I'm going to vote for Biden, I want something. He wants something from me. When you was dating little mama and was taking her to Eddie V's, and you know it's two sides of the menus. The regular side of the menu and that side of the menu.
That side.
You know what I'm saying?
Voting is transactional. You should get something out of the transaction.
You should get some. We have to learn how to use the black vote. We got to just learn civics. I'm just saying, you know, they don't teach. I found out they don't teach government and civics in school anymore. I found out, Derek Johnson. People don't even talk about this. The idea of separation of power is a little misleading too, Tyrone, because people think these branches are co-equal in terms of power, but they really not. They might be co-equal, but in terms of power. And by the way, Jimmy, let me take it. Jimmy just said, camp going smooth. Hold on. Let me go. Hold up. Internet bad. I told him that. Didn't I tell you, y'all, one of these days people going to listen to me.
It's always bad at the tournaments.
One of these days they're going to listen to me. Tyrone, Tyrone, you might have to come back again tomorrow.
We're going to give him a booster for that online stuff. Go ahead.
He said, camp going smooth, no spectators, kids wearing masks, we're not playing. Okay? Gotcha. So that was Jimmy. Let's get back to my civics lesson. We got a few more minutes. We started on time today. Michael Jordan, is anybody on the feed out there at the MI3 Center? Do we have anybody at the event? So I can pray for you, especially. I done already prayed for Jimmy. Because I'm not going around nobody's kids right now. These kids been hanging around Russell Westbrook and stuff and all that. And man, I'm not doing it. Hold up. I got something else for you. Hold up. They said, I was telling them about the legislative branch. If you really had to argue, Tyrone, and I want you to, if you don't agree, it's the person people who got the most power. That's Senate. In terms of real-time impact on people's lives.
Yeah.
You can argue it's the Congress, because the Congress, they make the laws, and it's the Congress that have the power of the purse. You notice when they do
appropriations power. The appropriations power, they create the laws, they change the laws, they pass the laws. They have the most direct influence over any other, than any other branch, as far as because they legislate. Legislation is what runs our life. And so, yeah, I agree with that completely, that the legislative branch is the most powerful branch.
And also, guess what? They had the power to expend the federal resources, our tax money, our revenue, news generated from they the one control that. Now, hold up. Now, the executive branch. I'm gonna help you. The executive branch had a wide range of power too. Now, initially, one of its major responsibilities, is as Deontay Wilder would say, to this day, to this day,
To this day,
is foreign policy, defense, and defense becomes kind of the boogeyman. So they should be defending us from this virus.
They should, but
No.
right now they're trying to defend getting getting reelected at this point in time.
I said they should.
They should. At the same time, like when we look at the stimulus bills and stuff like that, they should already be trying to focus on coming up with new things because of the timing of it. But they're on recess. They've been on recess since coronavirus. And so we're going to always see a lag when it comes to them.
Somebody was telling me the other day, talking about the president gonna come, the president is going to cut Social Security, right? The president can't do anything.
He doesn't have that type of power.
Without the Congress.
He doesn't have that type of power.
Hold up.
The president currently just has power of Twitter.
Hold up. Stop, man. Stop. Our guest who was supposed to be on here at 1 o'clock, don't you get off that air, who was supposed to be on here at 1 o'clock, she done came on at 2. But guess what? This Women Rock Wednesday, why is you moving the camera? You turn sideways now. Don't do that. What is you doing? Turn back. Whatever you do, undo it. Oh, my God.
I didn't do anything.
You done turned sideways. I can't put you on camera like that.
I don't know why it's turned sideways. Hold on.
Did you move the camera?
No, I did not.
Wow.
Okay. And stop trying to put me on blast. I didn't do anything.
Okay, now it's back. It's back.
Wait,
it's back.
Hold on.
It's back. Okay, now leave it. Don't you touch nothing else. Hey,
see that?
Hold up. Don't you touch nothing else. Hold up. Guess what, y'all? She just sent me about. Yeah, I'm telling you. No, it's not sent. Where did you send it to?
I sent it to your email.
I love America. Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
You are not.
No, I love you. You're good. I just did not know you sent it to my email. My bad.
Thank you.
I should have. I would take full all that good stuff.
It's hard, Hatter. You got to be the producer. You got to be the host. You got to handle a phone, 2 monitors.
Guess what?
And a tablet at the same time.
Hold up, y'all. Hold on. Before I let her off the hook and introduce her, it ain't popped up. I'm sitting there waiting, and it ain't popped up yet.
Did you change your email address?
No, it's the same email address. Hey, y'all. Hey, you know what? I know my fans. I'm not my fan. My contributor, I know they said, who is this woman in the background? Because they can't see you yet. I haven't put you. But you know what, though? Without further ado, because it has not came through on my email. It's saying checking for mail. It just not. That's why I wish you had to text it to me, and it would be better for me. I was looking for it at text, but that's all right. I'm going to let you introduce and talk to yourself. I'm going to let you introduce yourself. And guess what? I'm going to let you introduce yourself. Read your own bio off. Come on.
I don't have a bio to read, so I'll just tell you a little bit about who I am.
Okay.
My name is Vascola Stoney.
Uh-huh.
I am from Bluffton, South Carolina. I came here way too many years ago to tell anybody, on a music scholarship to go to Texas Southern University, and I marched in the awesome ninth wonder of the world, the Ocean of Soul marching band at TSU.
What did you play?
I played the trumpet.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Keep going.
In addition to that, I am an active member of the Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church,
Yay.
where my pastor is the Reverend Dr. Marcus D. Cosby. Reverend Dr. Marcus D. Cosby. I tried to clown him when he was on here. You better be glad I wasn't on the show.
We had fun when he was on here.
Yeah, y'all did. Yeah, it was just Jimmy. One little comment he made.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy gonna do that to everybody, so it don't matter.
So yes, I am a member of Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church. I am a licensed preacher, spoken word artist, writer, poet. And that's it. I love the stage. That's where I do my my bidding for God, if you will. And so you want to ask me why you brought me on the show? Well, first,
no, I got you. Now I can do my show. First of all, Tyrone, your face. Give me some more light on your face, because you're looking like LeVar Burton again.
Again?
Yeah. We can't see you. You see how bright looking? Vascola over there looking. She over there looking like, I don't know, like Viola Davis over there on us, man. We got Viola and Vascola today. Boy, I did a tribute to Viola Davis earlier, Vascola. I don't know if you heard.
No, I've been watching the show the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why
so before
can you ask me?
Before you say anything else, this is what. Listen, it's good. It's good. I've been watching the show the whole time, and I just got to say, this is the first time I've watched like the entire show, and you did as good with Women Rock Wednesday. You know, you served us well today, and I, for one, appreciate it. I'm always grateful that God made me black and a woman, but today. You raised that up for me a little bit. I appreciate it. I really, and I've enjoyed the show.
That Robert Hatler's a bad man. I just clap for him. Hey, but also, did you hear about my young lady Gemma?
I heard about Gemma. Yes, I've been praying for Gemma. I got Gemma and her family on my prayer list, and I'm gonna spread that around for sure.
Hey, Rick Wilmore is on the Facebook feed talking about he loving your head wrap. Hey man, quit looking at this woman like that, man.
Hey, mind your business. You mind your.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I see you, Rick. I see you, Rick.
My bad. Shoot your shot, Rick. Hold up. But the reason I brought you on the show, you got a unique. I love your spoken word. And if people just listen to you for that first few minutes, they understand how vibrant you are. And tell us about what's going on this weekend. And you got a birthday coming up, so I ain't forget about it. You got a birthday coming. Your same birthday month. 7 days behind Robert Hatter.
Yes, happy belated.
Okay. And you happy birthday. And guess what? I tell people all the time, my birthday every day.
Well, I get it.
I buy me something every day.
I can appreciate it.
So back to you. Tell me about, is it verbatim?
It's verbatim. So I have friends in New York who have a theater company. I've been doing work with them for a lot of years. I do some writing for them. And so one of my friends just decided, she said, you know what, I think I want to do a spoken word, a poetry show. She says, and I want to feature you. So it's virtual. And so in the message that I've sent out, I'm saying to people, what you get is you get VIP front row seating. You get free prime parking. You get free buffet and open bar and top flight security, all for $20 from the comfort of your very own home. So, but it's virtual. So what happens is there are 3 payment options, and for each one of those you use, you send your payment, and you will get a link to watch the show. You don't have to download anything. You don't have to add anything to your phone. You just get your snacks, get your boo, get on your couch, and click the link, and then you can watch the show. And it's Friday night, which is my actual birthday. So it's my birthday kind of celebration.
So we can bring our boo.
You can bring, honey, you can bring your boo. And this, listen, normally when I'm in a physical venue, you and your boo each got to get a ticket. But this is your 2 for 1.
Wow. Hold up.
Yeah,
I got you up on the screen. Now let me remove you and Tyrone's names. I got your flyer up on the screen so you can keep talking verbatim the virtual spoken word experience featuring Vascola Stoney with special
and special guests. So my friend who's doing the show, she calls me on July 1st and she says, "Happy birthday month." And I thought, okay, that's exciting, very cool. And then she says, "Wait, I got a surprise for you. A special musical surprise on the show is, as you can see, Tony Terry."
Wow.
Tony Terry.
Ooh, I like Tony
When
Terry.
I'm with you. Ain't that the guy who sang that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's my deal. So I get all that for $20. He works $20. You the gravy.
All that for 20 spot. All that for 20 spot. Yes. Now it's my birthday, so you kick in a little extra, whatever. That's all right.
So tell people how. I just put the flyer up there. I'm gonna put it back up there again. Tell people how they can reach this thing. How they can tell.
Okay, so this is what you do. You have 3. There's a Cash App option. There's a PayPal option, and there's a Zelle option. So for Cash App, if you're listening,
okay,
you Cash App $ Erie Theater Company. That's capital ERIE, capital THEATER, capital CO, Erie Theater Company.
I should be typing that.
Well, I can actually send it to you right quick. Well, I can text it to you, and then you can do whatever you want to do.
Text it to me, and I do what I do with it.
Yeah, I'll text you.
Yeah.
And then if you're using PayPal, then it's Denman Turner Entertainment at gmail.com. That's D like David, E-N like Nancy, M-A-N TURNERENT at gmail.com.
That's for PayPal. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes. Anything else?
If you want to Zelle, because I know a lot of people, you big dollar folk, y'all don't like to put y'all money in Cash App and stuff like that. Use your bank account, and I'm all right with that. So for Zelle, it's very simple. It's my email address. It's VascolaStoney at hotmail.com. That's VASCOLASTONEY at hotmail.com.
Awesome. Hey, you know what?
Listen. So once you make your it's very important. Once you make your payment, whichever method, to include your email address in the for or memo section.
Okay.
Because that's where we will email the link to the show, and all you have to do at Showtime is click on the link. Now Showtime is 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. That's 8:00 for us Houstonians. That's, I believe, 6:00 for the California folk. But you can work your time zone. For the folks overseas who gonna watch, I'm not sure. You just gotta check your time zone because I'm not.
I was about to ask you something. You got me laughing. I forgot the question to ask you.
Will you ask me to do a little sample? You want me to give him a little?
You know we want a sample. But before you give us a sample, I wanted to ask you something. Oh. So it's live? It's gonna be live?
It's gonna be live. I'm gonna be doing it from my home. My DIY studio at home.
You know what? I'm looking. Let me tell you something. I'm looking at your camera. Mm-hmm. I know you're not with you. I'm looking at your camera, and your Wi-Fi is excellent there. Because I've done this enough to understand. I can't wait. I can't wait.
That's great because I got my ring light, so I got some good lighting. Yesterday I bought me a new light.
I see the ring light. I see it right there.
Oh, it's in her eyes. Yeah. Man, quit looking at her eyes.
That's because I got my old lady eyes. I got my glasses on, so you can see that. So you see that reflection. But yeah. So making a little bit of a studio out of it. And look, I got hair wardrobe and makeup already. So we just gonna have some fun on my birthday. And I'm gonna do some, so my poetry, I like to inspire and encourage people. Sometimes it makes them laugh, it makes them cry, but mostly it makes them think. And I like to make them believe. And so I'm gonna do a little hard stuff because I'm coming after America a little bit. I love this country, but you know, you've been misbehaving. So I just got to check a little bit. And so I'm going to do some of that. I'm going to do some Amazing Grace kind of stuff. I'm going to do some, some girl stuff. It's going to be, you're going to like it. I think you're going to like it.
I know I'm going to like it. I mean, hey, we finna sail in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, we go. But you know, that's so unique. And I'm glad. And I just hate that. I wish you had came up earlier, but I know you probably had your reasons you didn't. But because people gonna go back and watch this and see it, and I hope they go back and watch it and know before Friday. So, and matter of fact, I'm gonna do some on our Chop Shop page. I'm gonna send some of the information out on our page and on our social media. So
then I'll send you the payment information. You can just add that because I know you didn't write it all down.
No. Wait, let me tell you. let me tell you who did. Hold on, though. Let me tell you who did. Yolanda Green, one of my favorite people on this Facebook feed. She done wrote down everything that you said, every Zelle. She done wrote down everything that you done said and posted it. The PayPal and everything. She got it right there in front of our faces. So we are great. Derek Johnson says it's gonna be 3 a.m. his time. Derek must be where? Derek must be across that wall. Oh, Derek was in Germany at one point. He was in Germany at one point. So he got to be in Europe somewhere. But come on, give us a little something before we get out of here.
Just look, so I've been listening to Women Rock Wednesday, and so I decided I'm going to do Masterpiece Creator because just like you were saying, women, there's so much you can say about us, but we are God's prized creation. And I'm thankful for a Black man. Listen, read my lips, hear, understand me thoroughly when I say I thank God for a Black man. Okay. All right. I can't put that.
Hold up. I got something for you on that one. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. Continue.
Right. So I'm just thinking. So I'm doing this piece. I'm gonna do this little piece, and you cut me off whenever you want to. I'm not good at cutting myself off.
Okay.
It's called Masterpiece. It's called Masterpiece Creator.
Okay.
And basically, and for women, but it's really for us as Black people, how people criticize us, the way we look, what we do. And we are masterpieces created by the master. So everything about us is great. There are no imperfections. There's nothing wrong with us. We are great, just like he created us. So they say that I'm a piece of work. They don't know the half. They really don't even have a clue. That's why I shake my head sometimes and laugh. See, they don't know that I have an advantage. My creator, he's an expert. Now, they've already done their reviews about me, and they've only seen an excerpt because I'm a piece of work for sure. An original piece never seen before. Everything about me is unique to me. With your natural eye, you can never see the billions of cells that combine in me. Ooh, the reverence he took in refining me. Fearfully and wonderfully, I am made. And for that, my creator gets total praise. I'm a piece of work, all right. I glow in the dark to bring forth his light. Now, my imperfections make me perfect. Perfect, that is, for my creator's purpose. So don't be fooled by the scratches on my surface because I'm a piece of work, but I'm red. So I must insist you handle me with care. You can't just grab me and move me around, keep picking me up and putting me down, trying to shake me, trying to break me, trying to see how far you can take me, trying to sell me, trying to buy me, trying to hold me back and deny me. And I'm a piece of work. You better believe it. Please take a moment and try to conceive it. I have the courage to dream and the power to achieve it. Now I walk by faith, so I expect to receive it. That's my final answer. Y'all can take it or leave it. Okay, wait, one more chance to help you perceive it. I'm not a dime piece. I'm a prime piece. A divine, top of the line, keeps getting better with time piece. I'm a really fine piece, don't get that twisted. A finer never existed, but that's what my creator intended for me. One of a kind, no other kind is like me. Now, the tears I cry for a reason. The pain I feel for a season, but that's not a season like a period of time. It's a season of flavor from a gain in time. See, the pain makes the game taste a whole lot better. I am a piece of work. I'm a real go-getter. I know I can because God says I can. And this is where they look at me and think the audacity of her to believe his promise. That's right. But let me be honest. I didn't always feel this way. Didn't always believe this way, but his mercies are new every single day, and so many things could have gone the other way. See, I was a beaten piece, a battered piece, a used, bruised, and a shattered piece. But now I'm a put back together piece. A more valuable than ever piece. A saved, healed, signed, sealed, redeemed, and delivered piece. Not a piece for sale, but a sold out piece. So don't waste your time getting in line for this piece. I am a piece of work, but I can't be bought. In fact, y'all, I'm just here on lease. I'll soon return to my rightful owner because we are the master's masterpiece. Amen.
My drop. Look, let's go. I don't want you to ruin that microphone you got, but I just see you just drop it. Poof.
Hey, y'all, I had no idea.
Thank you.
I know she was good, but no, she's great.
She bad.
That woman said, I'm not a dime piece, I'm a prime piece.
Prime piece.
I said it out. Oh, you know I'm going to use that one.
Prime is the best cut. That's the best piece.
And to all of them guys who tuned off earlier and went did something else, y'all better tell them fools they better come back and hear this because because I'm coming back to hear because I'm taking notes.
Thank you. I appreciate you letting me come on and promote the show. I really do.
The pleasure is you rock, Bastoli Stone. You rock. That's what this show is for. I don't know about them other shows. They might not have brought you on, but this one, unbelievable. That's black excellence. What you think, Tyrone? That's black excellence.
I think it was brilliant. It was so good. Enough said. I have nothing else to say.
I got to moderate the show, so I got to say something. But I got to host my show because Jim. I got my homegirl behind me, Jimma behind me, and I know Jimma gonna hear that. Imagine this 12-year-old girl gonna be able to say that. I'm not. Hey, dude. I'm not a dime piece. I'm a prime piece. Treat me accordingly. Yes. You understand me? Yes. Unbelievable. Vascola, I don't care what guest we done had on. We done had everybody this the best guest I've ever had on this show.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. Tyrone, Let's get out of here. We got to get out of here. But tell them where they need to live. I can't wait to go. You're gonna have a lot of $20.
Yeah, or you can go on my Facebook. My flyer is also on my Facebook page, and the information it's Stony Vascola. I'm on Facebook as Stony Vascola. So you'll see it, the information. But I'm gonna text you the payment source.
Text me everything, and I'm gonna send it to my people. Hey, y'all, go tell a friend, tell another friend about Verbatim this Friday now at 8 o'clock. So let's get your emails and all that stuff and your payments in early, so you'll be done. Hey, my stuff didn't work. Get it in early.
Yeah, we need to try to sell out a virtual show.
Yeah, how can we do that?
Is that possible?
We're gonna make what PayPal gonna say. We can't accept no more payments.
Well, then we got Venmo, we got Cash App.
Okay. and y'all remember, thank you, Rod Wells. This is tax day to all of you late peoples. Make sure you sign that extension. Then you have until October the 10th. So I'm just letting you know. Okay. But this was a great day. Women, black women rock, white women, all women rock. But let me tell you
women
something.
rock.
I love my
Black
sister.
girls rock.
I
Yeah.
love my sister.
Yeah.
I just love y'all. But thank you so much. Thank you for
Thank you,
Gemma.
guys.
Gemma, we'll be back again tomorrow on this show talking about Gemma and Gemma Johnson. And we're gonna raise Gemma. We're gonna sell out your show. We're gonna raise Gemma this money. And guess what? Everybody gonna be all right.
Yeah, there we go. And
Okay.
if Gemma's parents are listening, just please know I'm praying, and I'm gonna have my.
Oh, she done went off on me. That's all
Oh,
right. I
she
got
done yabba dabba dude and slid
but
down
we finna
Dino's
get-
back.
But we out of here, y'all, man. Hey, man, I had so much fun today. Thank you, Tyrone. Tyrone, clear your schedule tomorrow in case if we don't have a guest tomorrow. I haven't talked to Jimmy yet, but they might. But I just clear because I want me and you. I want and some stuff that I want me and you to talk about again tomorrow. I had to get these women out today. I got to get everything woman out today. Look how she popped back up. See, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You see how when them guys pop up, they don't pop back up like that. She popped back up there like the and.
Not organized.
She popped back there and said, and. You know what I'm saying? So, but Chop Shop, well, we out of here. We're going to yabba dabba do this thing, and we're going to slide down Dino's back. And guess what? We out of here, man. We out of here. See y'all later. All right.
All right.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop.